What's up guys, Trevor from Zia Comics here. We are going to be unboxing a brand new board game. This just came in from Kickstarter a couple of days ago. This is going to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past Works Edition board game. This is similar to, but slightly different from the retail version that'll be coming out later this month. So go ahead, open it up out of the box there. You see some nice, some Kevin Eastman artwork on the front there. Got the 4 turtles in the pizza box design. This is the full artwork all the way around. It's got Eastman's turtles, and then we've got the standard back there showing you all the components, playtime, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's dig right in. So just as a fair warning to those at home, if you do have the Kickstarter edition of this and you're waiting to open it, first of all, why? Secondly, be careful taking the lid off, even in the retail edition of this, because this box is full of stuff. It probably weighs a good 5 pounds at least. So first up, we have the envelope of prints here. The first one on top there got signed by one Kevin Eastman. Then we have the variant cover for the first issue of the comic. We got the rule book going over everything. Got all your components list here, which for any board game creators out there watching this, put that in your rule books, please. Then we get into the terrain boards. This is going to have your shipping containers, steam vents, cars, computers, fire escapes, garbage dumpsters, garbage cans. It's going to have your objective marker, locked doors, trash bags, and even these nifty little sewer covers here, which you use for tracking rounds, marking what dice you've used in your turn, and you can even use them as actual manhole covers in the game to be thrown. So we got life markers. These are really cool. You got a little pizza. Other side is the evil pizza for the villains. You got your focus tokens, KO markers. Got some obstructive markers there. You've got single slices for 1 life. Stop trackers, which are used to mark when a hero has finished their turn and they can't do anything else that turn. And then we get into all kinds of stuff. So black and white dice there for attack rolls. You've got each turtle themselves has their own set of dice, which is really nice. They're all different color coded and marked so you can easily tell whose is what. Then we've got our Kickstarter exclusive dice here. This was something that came in all of the Kickstarter editions of the game. So if you get yours through retail and you don't see this pack and you're wondering like, why don't I have yellow and red dice? Don't worry, they're coming. So we've got April O'Neil, Casey Jones. We've got some more white with black battle dice, which is also really cool because it means that the villain player kind of gets their own set of combat dice. And then of course we've got our Works exclusive dice, which is going to be for Splinter. Now the only way to get these ones was if you backed at the Works level. Then we've got the Adventure Comics. This one here is the Kickstarter bonus comics. So first page we're seeing customizing your game experience, some information there as to if you want to make up your own scenarios, as well as what came in the Kickstarter exclusive, both standard and Works Edition box. Then we've got a bookmark here with a round tracker so you can track exactly how long it's been taking, and a We1 on one side for the turtles, as well as an I1 for Shredder on the other side. You can use this in, as I said before, in the Adventure Comics to kind of mark whichever team or whichever side won the previous battle so you know what bonuses to go into it with for next time. And we've got tons and tons and tons of hero sheets. We've got, of course, the 4 turtles. We've got Shredder, Old Hob, Karai, Alapex, Foot Ninja Bruiser, Foot Clan Elite, Street Thug Brawler, Foot Clan Ninja, Street Thug Gunner, all your standard retail characters there. Standard edition. We've got Casey Jones, Bebop, April O'Neil, and Rocksteady. So then we've got, this is the Works pack of exclusive characters. We've got the 4 different Eastman variant turtles. These look to be with the same stats and everything as the original base game ones. It's really just more of a preference of the art style. You can go more Mirage era with the turtles. We've got Master Splinter. We've got the Mousers. And then what they're affectionately dubbing, they call Ultimate Shredder here. A lot of people who have been following the game are calling him TPK, or Total Party Kill Shredder, because he's the one that's, he's the man to beat, so to speak. Then we have some packs of cards here. So we've got all the allies there, all, of course, characters from the comic. We've got the heroes' skill cards themselves right there. We've got Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, of course, all of the standard 4 turtles, because what would a Ninja Turtles game be without the heroes? And then we've got all the different terrain cards. These have your different status effects, different movement things, different actions you can take on those different terrain markers, which were all on the blue punch board there. And then we get into the villains. So the villain decks are all color coded. Generally it tells you in the battle which deck to use. We've got Shredder, Karai, Alopex, Old Hob, the Foot Bruisers, Foot Elite, and then the Foot Soldiers, and then the Regroup card. This is one of the special villain cards that no matter what deck you're using, you'll always have the Regroup. Essentially lets you reshuffle your discard pile back into your deck. Then we've got some Kickstarter exclusive hero cards. These are going to be your Casey Jones, April O'Neil, and then your Ninja Turtle allies, as well as Kevin Eastman, who is playable in the game, and Fugitoid. So those are pretty cool. And then we have the Works Edition cards as well, which are all going to be for Master Splinter. Now, with all of that on the table, that all was just the top layer. We still haven't even gotten into maps. We see that we've got Kevin Eastman's studio right there off the bat, opening with a good start. We've got some rooftops, some train tracks, got some streets, sewers, got another rooftop. Looks like the interior of a building, perhaps an elevator. Another rooftop, and the inside of an office room. We have a subway entrance and yet another street, and then a dock and a sewer. So those are going to be the map boards there. And finally, the pièce de résistance. So here we have, looks like we've got Karai, April, Splinter, we've got the standard Donatello. All of these are really high quality. We'll let you guys see them a little more up close. We've got Alopex there. We've got the human Bebop and Rocksteady, Casey Jones. We've got the 4 Eastman turtles there. Old Hob. Here is the aforementioned Ultimate Shredder, or as people are calling him, the TPK Shredder. And that mini, to give you a frame of reference, my finger is probably about 3 inches tall. So this guy's probably about a 2-inch tall mini. That's good sized. We've got, let's see here, there's Bebop and Rocksteady in their animal form. We've got the standard Shredder, as well as Foot Elite, and a ton of Mousers, which, if anyone remembers the old NES games, the Mousers were generally some of the worst. And then tray number 2 here, we've got some Foot Clan Brawlers, which are also huge. They're about the size as the Ultimate Shredder there. We've got some more Foot Clan Elite. We've got the Street Thug Brawler, as well as the Gunner. We have the other 3 standard turtles. Of course, the standard Donatello was in this tray. And then we have a bunch of Foot Ninja as well. But we'll do a quick side-by-side comparison here so you guys can kind of see the turtles and see some of the dimensions of the villains, because your bad guys should always be threatening. So that is the standard size for our heroes. And then we put Rocksteady in the mix, and yeah, that looks to be about as threatening as a villain should be. So the mini's really high quality. I know there's some people on Twitter and Kickstarter and things like that that are complaining about miniature scale and how they think a character should look one way and doesn't have this certain pose. And you know what, just enjoy it. It's really nice quality stuff. This game has been well worth the wait. Everything looks to be in amazing quality. As you can see here, this is a good sized table by any means, and there's enough stuff in this box to fill up a table. So it's well worth the asking price that they're going for. I think the retail edition is going to go for somewhere in the neighborhood of $80 to $90, which should be coming out later this month. Of course, you can find it at your local game store. If you live in the area, you can always come into Zia Comics and find yours there. I would highly recommend you check this game out. It is a lot of fun. I haven't played it yet, but I know enough of the rules to know that through playing the heroes and villains in the means that they use in the rulebook, it's a competitive cooperative game. One player playing as the villains, and they're generally trying to stop the heroes. The heroes will have anything from race to the other side of the map to try and knock out villains to what have you, depending on the battle. But the 4 heroes get to play co-op, and they're sharing symbols on their dice between each other, and then the villains are trying to give them a very bad day. So that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past, the board game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to send us a like. If this is your first time here, give us a subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us what you think in the comments, and we'll see ya in the comics.